I, 28M, want out, but I can't find a good time to tell her, 45F. I've been dating a woman for about 3 years now. It started off great, but over time there's been a lot of changes that I have issues with. Politically, she's become very far right compared to when we first met. Anti-vax, freedom trucker. Canada is becoming communist China. That sort of thing because she refuses to get vaccinated. She stopped receiving secondary education and is working a minimum wage job living paycheck to paycheck. She keeps adopting pets despite not being able to afford them. She has also taken to questioning me with horoscope videos that she watches on YouTube, asking if I'm cheating on her and want to break up because of our age difference based on what they've said about my sign that day. I've watched her go from being a wonderful woman who loves animals and her family to whatever this is. We don't share the same values. I'm not seeing any desire from her to improve her situation, and frankly most days it feels like I'm dating a conspiracy theorist. Problem is, I can't seem to find a good moment to sit down and break up with her. Anytime I think there's a moment of calm, something happens. Her pets die, there's a cancer scare, someone in the family passes away. Most recently she's been finalizing a years-long divorce with her ex-husband who she's been living with and now needs to find a place to live in a city where she'll have to downsize a lot in order to afford. I don't want to break up with her while she's in a bad spot, but I'm having a real heck of a time finding a time where she isn't in a bad spot in some shape or form. How do I go about splitting up, and when would be the right time to do it?
Make yourself a priority by realizing you are in a worse spot. The best time to break up was yesterday and the next best is today.
It'll never be calm. Rip the band-aid off. I've come to realize this relationship isn't what I want and I'm ending it. I wish you all the best. Quote. Grab your shit and leave. Done.
Asking if I'm cheating on her and want to break up because of our age difference based on what they've said about my sign that day. I mean, there's a frequent opening for you to get out? All you have to do is say yes next time the horoscope cheating gets mentioned.
Do not let her move in with you if that's on the table. She has nowhere to go. It'll be twice as hard to end things. Get out now.
Today, do it today. There is never a good time. You don't even have to give her a reason. She doesn't have to accept it. Otherwise, it's like you keep coming up with excuses to stay with her. You know that no matter how this plays out, you will be the bad guy in her narrative, but there's no getting around that part, so just end it. All that horoscope stuff is probably because she is feeling paranoid because she senses you want out. She will probably accuse you of cheating. If you want to, tell her it's not that, but it's that you don't really recognize the person that you met in her anymore. Tell her she's become a conspiracy theorist and seems to be headed for going off the deep end. It might not be entirely nice, but sometimes the truth like that is better than lying to her about it. It may help her to understand where you're coming from with the breakup. At least, truth usually resonates better than a nice white lie. Sounds like she needs some hard truths right now. And if none of it breaks through to her, then she's far too gone anyway. Also, come on. She still lives with her ex? Have a bit of self-respect.
Break up today. My ex broke up with me by telling me he had been trying to do this for over half a year, but it was always a bad time. Imagine how it hurts knowing someone you thought loved you and had a future with has actually just been trying to hold their tongue and get by for half a year. Today, up. I don't care what else is happening today.
Holy shit, where to even start?
Dude, you can't wait for the perfect moment. Her issues are her problem. Just end it and block.
Now is the right time right now.
Oh honey, just pull off the band-aid and stop setting yourself on fire to keep her warm. This will probably be messy regardless of how you approach it. Just do it, but be prepared for molten crazy to spew in your general direction.
Age gap. We meet again.
As a 45F myself, do not let her move in with you. By the sounds of it, there will never be a good time. I'm also in Canada and know that there are ways around not being vaccinated and getting an education. And from you saying that she will have to downsize a lot, I'm guessing you're in a bigger city. Lots of choices for jobs and education. Don't take this the wrong way, but you are her escape from reality. Just rip off the band-aid, dude.
Now is the right time. Do it now.
If you wait for the right time, you will be 48 years old to her 65. GTFO. Make her problems hers, not yours.
G's grow a spine and dump her.
She knows you want to break up, so she keeps creating bad spots.
There's never a good time to break up with someone. Break up with her. Even if you have to do it via a phone call.
She will always be in a bad spot. There will never be a good time to free yourself.
She will use every excuse to try to manipulate you.
Just do it and then start therapy to figure out why you got yourself into this mess to begin with so the pattern doesn't repeat.
Every day it continues as one more day you're deeper in the situation also. I'd cut and run before her divorce is finalized. The second it is, the spotlight is on you.
She occasionally asks you if you want to break up, dude. That is when you tell her the truth and break up. That is a good time. She knows something is up. Quit wasting her time and yours. She will survive without you.
We need to have an awkward conversation, and then just say it is not working for you, you don't want this, and it is already decided that it's over. Don't go into whys and whens. Keep it simple.
Bruh, TF you doing? Just do it. This post smells like cat urine. Dump her and move on.
There is never a good time to break up with someone. You just have to bite the bullet and get it over with. Good luck.
You have to realize she may never be in a good spot. Just tell her you want to break up. Don't drag it out because it isn't the right time. It will never be the right time. Think of your own mental health.
Just say sorry, this isn't working out. Leave. She'll live.
She has become the living embodiment of chaos in your life. There will never be the perfect moment to break up with her. There will always be chaos. You just need to do it. Put yourself first. You don't need her permission or okay to end the relationship. You want out, so get out. The only one standing in your way is you. Leave before she guilt trips you into moving in together.
She will always be in a bad spot.
I'm terrified you're dating my aunt. LMAO.
She's been married to and living with her husband the whole time? Side meat. This should be easy.
This woman clearly causes some of her problems herself. They will never end. Get out, now.
Do it now so she can start her new life fresh.
There's never gonna be a good time. Trust me. I left my girlfriend who had been struggling mentally for a long time. It's gonna suck no matter what. What helped me was acknowledging that her mental well-being was not my responsibility, and that I was first and foremost responsible for myself.
3 years relationship. And most recently she's been finalizing a years-long divorce with her ex-husband who she's been living with. And 28 versus 45 years. So, you've jumped into the fires of hell, and now you're burnt. What a damn surprise. Up. Just dump her ASAP. No time is good time. And for the love of God, reevaluate your life choices for a few minutes.
At this point, just call her and make it quick. There's never going to be a good time to do this. We've been growing apart for a while now, and this isn't working for me anymore. We're no longer compatible and our relationship has run its course. I wish you the best in life and hope everything works out for you. If she starts yelling or demanding anything, just hang up. Do not let her drag it out or suggest a break or anything. That's not a breakup. With no contact, you don't want to be friends or keep in touch. You need some peace.
This is one of the few situations in which I think most would agree it's perfectly okay to break up with this person over a text message.